Welcome to Glow and Flow Radio, your space for mindful living, holistic wellness, and real world calm. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a topic that touches every single one of us: the digital detox. We live in a time where our devices connect us to the world, but also at times disconnect us from ourselves. Between constant notifications, endless scrolling, and the pull to stay always on, our nervous systems rarely get a break. But a digital detox isn't about rejecting technology. It's about redefining your relationship with it so you can use it with purpose, not pressure. In this episode, we'll explore what a digital detox really is and what it's not. Why unplugging is essential for your brain, body, and emotional health. The science of overstimulation and how it affects your well-being, as well as practical, supportive ways to start your own digital detox. So if you've been feeling mentally cluttered, distracted, or drained, this episode is your reminder that peace is just one power down away. Let's start by clearing up a few misconceptions about what a digital detox is and what it isn't. A digital detox doesn't mean deleting every app, tossing your phone in a drawer, or disappearing from the world. It's not about punishment or restriction, so don't think of it that way. A digital detox is a temporary, intentional break from digital devices, especially social media, email, and screens. It's meant to reduce mental clutter and restore focus. Think of it like cleansing your mental palate. When you give your mind space from constant stimulation, you can hear yourself think again. It's not anti-technology. It's pro-balance. Technology is a tool, not a master, and it should not control you. The detox helps you get back into control. Once control is restored, you can determine how you use technology instead of letting it use you. Now let's talk about why this matters. The average adult spends more than 4 hours per day on screens, according to recent data from the American Psychological Association. Other sources state it's even higher at 7 hours per day. That's nearly half our waking life, often without even realizing it. Think about that. And every time we scroll, check a notification, or refresh an app, our brain releases a tiny hit of dopamine, the same feel-good neurotransmitter linked to reward and pleasure. Additionally, constantly checking social media for clicks and likes, like so many of us do, creates a dopamine loop, reinforcing this reward-seeking behavior. Over time, this can condition the brain to crave constant stimulation. The result? Shorter attention spans, increased anxiety, depression, and irritability, low self-esteem due to social comparison. How many times have you seen someone's vacation on social media or their pictures or them out at a party, the movies, and you begin to compare yourself even to how they look and appear in their physical appearance on social media, when we all know that pictures can be altered. Those vacation pics at just the right moment, not detailing the full picture. Yet we get into a comparison which can have a devastating impact on our self-esteem, especially for our younger population. It can also cause difficulty sleeping, eye strain, neck and shoulder pain. I'm dealing with eye strain myself now. I work on computers a lot, and I have found of late that it's impacting my eyes and may even be impacting my sleep. So I've been trying to power down my devices earlier because I have been battling insomnia for a while now and did not even realize that my devices could be a factor in that. But learning about the impact of our digital devices clued me in on that. And so now I'm working again on mitigating that issue. It can also reduce creativity and memory recall. And it can even strain relationships. Think about it. You know, if your significant other, or if it's you, if you're the guilty party, is spending most of their time on their phone, not engaging in conversation, that's an issue. And it can have a significant impact on your relationship. Also, the blue light from screens can suppress melatonin production, the hormone that helps you sleep. Hence, it can impact insomnia or those suffering from insomnia. The blue light disrupts your circadian rhythm, leading to fatigue. When you're using your devices, it is important to take screen breaks, not just in the evenings when you're powering down before bed so that you can sleep better, but during the day, during your working day. You may want to try blue light glasses. I've been using them at work. That helps reduce exposure. And also implement the 20-20-20 rule. You may have never heard of the 20-20-20 rule, but this involves taking short breaks away from your screen every 20 minutes, staring at an object 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Also, ending use of your devices an hour or two before bed can prove extremely effective. And again, that's what I've been working on, powering down my devices and putting them away at least an hour before bed so that I can begin preparing, my body can begin preparing for rest and restoration. And here's the hopeful part about digital detox. When you step away, even briefly, your brain begins to rebalance. So if you can put your phone down, even for a short period of time, that helps your internal network tremendously. You regain focus, improve emotional regulation, and experience more clarity. Remember, restoring your attention is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Now let's dive a little deeper into the benefits of a digital detox. Again, taking even short breaks from screens can create profound changes. Here's some evidence-based benefits. The first, it lowers stress and anxiety. Studies show that reduced screen time lowers cortisol levels, your body's primary stress hormone. When you're not constantly responding to digital input, your nervous system has a chance to settle. The second benefit, improved relationships. We touched upon relationships a little bit ago. When we unplug, we connect better with others and ourselves. Face-to-face conversations foster oxytocin release, the bonding hormone, which promotes empathy, trust, and emotional connection. So if you are in the dating realm and you go on a date and you're on your phone, then you're not serious about dating. Because if you're serious about dating and finding your partner, then you would put your phone away and live in the moment and get to know that individual and bond. Remember, if you unplug, that increases the oxytocin, which is the bonding hormone. So if you want to bond and create that emotional connection with that individual, or at least attempt to see if you can create that connection, then you need to put that phone away. It's also rude. So if you didn't know, now you know. If you're on a date, if you're out, you need to be in the moment with those individuals or that person. Put your phone away. The third benefit provides better sleep and energy. Reducing screen use before bed can improve both sleep quality and duration. Again, this is what I'm working on currently. Even a 30-minute break from blue light in the evening helps your brain naturally produce melatonin, leading to deeper rest. So this could possibly be a game changer if you are dealing with sleep issues like I am. The fourth benefit of a digital detox is enhanced focus and creativity. Distraction fragments your attention, but downtime allows the default mode network in your brain to activate, which fuels imagination and insight. That's why great ideas often come when you're walking, showering, or daydreaming. And this is so true about the fragmentation of your attention, because when I'm working on a project or I'm at work and my phone goes off, you get that notification, whether it's a vibration or an audible ding, your mind automatically is like, well, I wonder what that's about. And even if you try to focus, it can be difficult because your mind it's that dopamine. It's like, what is going on? Let me take a look. Let me check this out. So it can enhance your focus and creativity as well as your productivity. The fifth benefit is stronger self-awareness. When the noise quiets, you start hearing your inner voice again. You begin to notice what truly energizes you and what drains you. This is an important assessment for your overall health and well-being. Now let's make this practical. Let's talk about some realistic, judgment-free ways to begin your own detox, even if you practically live or work online. 1, start small. Begin with short breaks, 15 to 30 minutes in the morning before checking your phone, and 1 screen-free hour before bed. Now, if you need to begin with 30 minutes in the evening and build from there, do that. Just start with what is comfortable for you. This gentle approach, starting where you are and building, helps your brain adjust. 2, create a tech-free zone. Designate certain spaces like your dining area, bedroom, or morning ritual as device-free zones. These physical boundaries, implemented consistently, help your brain form healthy habits. 3, turn off non-essential notifications. Each notification is a micro interruption that costs focus. I just spoke about this. Each time you hear that audible notification or feel that vibration or hear the vibration, that is a distraction and can significantly impact your productivity, your focus, and your clarity of thought. Because you can get distracted and then you're thinking, well, what was my thought, or what was I working on? Or it could lead to an error within whatever you're working on because you had that distraction and it took your focus somewhere else. So silencing unnecessary alerts helps reduce reactive scrolling and stalls in productivity. Number 4, replace, don't just remove. Don't just power down screens. Fill that space with grounding rituals. Read a physical book, stretch, go for a walk, or journal. You need to get up from your desk and stretch throughout your day. Gentle stretching, nothing too strenuous. Gentle stretching. Sometimes I walk out of my building, my office building, and just go for a brief walk. I take in some sunlight, which is a great stimulus for vitamin D production within our bodies. And I just enjoy my time out in nature. And then I go back into my office building, into my office recharged and ready to begin again. Replacing the dopamine hit with calm satisfaction prevents withdrawal fatigue. Number 5, create a digital sunset. End your day with a tech curfew. No screens 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This is being repeated because it is important. You need to have a curfew for your technology and do your best to adhere to it. Use that time for reflection, mindfulness, or conversation. And that's the great part. We can have conversation with our loved ones and build meaningful connection or rebuild in some instances. Number 6, schedule regular detox days. Try one unplugged day per week. Maybe you could implement Sunday screen sabbatical, or you can call it whatever you wish, or whatever, have it on whatever day works for you. But use it to recharge, connect with loved ones, or simply rest. And here's a glow tip. Tell your friends or family about your detox. Accountability helps make the habit sustainable and may even inspire others to join you. Because, yes, it's about your individual health and well-being, but it's also beneficial to those you love and care about. So sharing this with them could help them tremendously. Remember, this isn't about perfection. I can't stress that enough. So many times people think that they have to, go 100 miles an hour into a new routine. However, you don't have to be perfect. You can take steps, small steps, and build. And you don't have to go completely off grid to benefit. A digital detox is about mindful moderation, using technology intentionally rather than impulsively. It's asking yourself simple, grounding questions such as, why am I picking up my phone right now? And if you're being mindful and living in the moment, you can ask yourself this question if you're trying to work on detoxing digitally, detoxing, then you need to ask yourself, when you just automatically pick up that phone to scroll, it's like, why am I picking up this phone right now? What else could I be doing that would benefit me better? You could also ask yourself, is this adding to my peace or taking from it? Because many times when we're on social media, it leads to stress, anxiety, comparison issues. So you need to think about that. I mean, there are times when, yes, you may be looking at motivational quotes, feel good stories, and that can add to your peace, surely. But there's so much on social media right now, especially, that can really rob you of your peace. And if that is the case, then you need to take that into consideration and do something about it. And part of that could be a digital detox, a temporary, short-term digital detox. Because the goal isn't restriction, right? It's about reconnection, not only with others, but with yourself. It is imperative to remember, every time you choose presence over distraction, you reclaim a piece of your peace. Technology connects us, but presence sustains us. Taking time to unplug is how we return to ourselves, calm, centered, and creative. This week, I challenge you to try one small digital detox practice. Keep your phone in another room during meals. Wait 15 to 30 minutes after waking before checking messages. Or your practice may be to power down an hour before bed. And when you do this, take note of how your energy shifts, how your thoughts feel clearer, and how your attention becomes your own again. This isn't going to be an overnight shift, but it's a shift that takes consistency and intention. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who could use a little digital breathing room. And don't forget to subscribe to Glow and Flow Radio for more holistic tools to help you find peace, balance, and purpose. You can also download the Digital Detox Reflection Guide in the show notes, a free resource to help you track your progress and reconnect with your natural rhythm. You know, I like to provide resources that would benefit you and help you along your journey to better health and wellness. So until next time, stay glowing, keep flowing, and remember, peace begins where the screen time ends.